do my kitchen, and I never did backsplash. And I looked up like, well, I want backsplash. I found out how much the labor costs for backsplash. I splashed it on myself. But I did some research. I YouTube, and I look all the skills, and I picked up the towel that was easy. And now I jacked the first part up. But then when I finally got the first part done, all you got to do is do it right once time. You're going to do it all right. And then when I did my backsplash, people come in the kitchen, oh, who did your work? I did. I was proud. Because I did it. But I accomplished something I never thought I was going to do. And sometimes we are waiting for somebody else to bless us, and God got the blessing within ourselves. So a lot of us, we're going to ask God for stuff, and God said, I put it in you. Huh? God, I need somebody to do this and do that. God said, I already had it for you. It was in you. But you never tried it. And the devil don't want us to have a good morning because he don't want us to wake up. Some of us got to hit that. If you can't wake up on your own, then that's what they make alarm clocks for. Turn on your spiritual alarm clock, which is the Holy Ghost, so he can beep when you go past your time. We all have overslept. And you know the worstest thing I did one time? You ever set your alarm clock and you had it on PM and you supposed to make it on AM and you didn't look at that dot? Pay attention to where you set your alarms in life. And put your alarms on people too, and on yourself, so you can have a good morning. It's the worstest thing that you woke up, but your morning ain't all that great when you woke up too late. Have you woke up late on folk and woke up late on situation? Have you ever lost an opportunity that if you would have showed up on time or would have been there or would have done it, you would have been able to bless you? You need to wake up. But you can have a good morning. And you can have a good morning in favor. Because God makes sure your weeping only going to do it for a little time. But your joy come in the morning. Your weeping only supposed to be a small part. You don't want to who want to keep crying all the time? Who want to be broke all the time? Who want to be depressed? Or whoever say, I would love to be depressed right now. Nobody wants that. Everybody looking for joy, happiness, peace. Now, it's easy to find anger. It's easy to find depression. I could be depressed right now. I could look over the church and say, why everybody at? I could go to the car and say, why I ain't got a Mercedes Benz? I went to my daughter's Halloween party thing I went to. She wanted to go. And they were living in a mansion. And when I walked in their house, they had the, the spiral step. They were living back in the woods. The house was just big. It looked like big as this building. And I walked in and they had a big old foyer. You walk in my house, you're in my house. You ain't got that. I like the church because we got a lobby. When you they had a lobby. The basement was so big, they had about 30 or 40 people and still had room in their basement. It was like a little club down there. It was like a real big room. And I'm sitting here, and if I went and looked, and when I went back home, I could look at my home and ready to burn it. I was like, man. And I'm like, what kind of kid? Your kid your classmate go to the school. She live like that. And they go to the private school. And then, you know what? When I walked in there, I said, man, this is nice. But I learned I could have a nice season right there, feeling depressed. And he had his wife and his kids. And I talked to the man. I'm like, what do you do? And then he told me my former pastor. Now, this is what really killed me. My former pastor lived across the street. My former pastor got a house, and I'm a pastor too. He said, do you know so-and-so? I said, yeah. I served in that ministry for about 2-3 years. Yeah, they live right across the street in a bigger house. And I said, ain't that something? I could got depressed. I could have my night season. But you know what? I learned to thank God for what I got. So when that started kicking in, he said, you know him? I said, yeah, that's my former pastor. Oh, yeah. And she come, and their kids come over to my kids and do all this and that and that. I'm like, and they on TV, and they bought a new church near the mall. In the mall. And I could sit here and like, God, I've been toiling all this time, and look what they got. And when I walked over there, I looked out there, at first I'm like, but then I said, you know what? I thank you, Lord. Because the fact of the matter is, my child go to the same school your child go to. And I ain't paying for that. I thank God that I don't need all that. I said, I thank God for that. But I was able to be invited, and it's still stuff. It's still stuff. Oh, yours is bigger than mine, but mine still look good. And so how it is that to the children, they are equal. They don't see that, but we do. And I say, thank God. I say, good morning to myself. Good morning. My child still goes to the same school you. Good morning. Yeah, you live over there, but I thank God for what I got. Good morning. And you know what? Let me say this. I know I don't have to do what you do to get that. See, at the church, I know I can just go home. I know my former pastor do not go home just after church. They get home at 8 after they done deal with meetings after service and this board meeting, Monday meeting. I ain't got all that going on. We sit out in the lobby chit-chatting, tickling, cracking jokes. I turn off switches, get my bag, go somewhere, get something to eat. By 4 or 5 o'clock, I'm watching a movie or something, or some anime. Enjoying myself, playing a video game. I know my former pastor is not doing that. So sometimes don't look for, and I say, you know what? I'm thank God for what I got, because you know what? Much is given, much is required. And the more people got, the more the harder that night season is. Sometimes you better not ask for everything that everybody else got. Oh God, I want a rich man. You know what it takes to be with that rich man? You better not. You with certain people. Let me say that, ladies, don't ask for certain things you ain't ready to do. Because if you deal with certain people of a certain caliber, men too, if you deal with certain people of a certain caliber, they have a higher expectations of you. Dare you not be tight and right. Your makeup better be tight. You better have a certain kind of weight. You better talk dignified. You better look right all the time. When you're dealing with a certain caliber of person, you can't come out the hair outside with a bonnet on and your hair look like scrambled eggs and frizz going all over the place. Same way, ladies, you got men, you got a woman who's affluent, you got to be tight. You can't be having your gut hanging out like here, you look like Santa Claus. You can't look like Duck Dynasty. You got to be tight. You got to be shaved. It got to be right. You got to look right. You got to do maintenance. And what you ask for, you might say it's good morning, but it might be midnight. It might be a dark time. Watch what you ask for. It's your good morning. Everybody's morning ain't the same. Some people like when it's raining. I used to like when it's rain because I felt like you could sleep in when it's rain. Some people can't stand the rain. I don't like the snow. My back told me I don't like the snow. But what I'm saying is that you could always have a good morning. And I tell people, don't curse your day. Stop saying I'm going to have a bad day. Don't curse your morning. Don't dread your morning. Have you ever dread about getting up? especially when you go to a job that you don't like, dealing with a boss, dealing with folk on your job, at school. And sometimes you gotta look for the good out of the bad. That's how you get your joy. Even though you're going to a bad job, thank God I have a job. That's how you gotta think. I could be out real.
For upcoming events, announcements, information, and donation, visit us at www.gpwm.org. Find us on Facebook.
gpw.org.
Faith, fellowship, funding, transforming the community, a community outreach. If you're ever in the Baltimore and Arundel County area, please visit us at the Storehouse, 7409A, Baltimore Annapolis Boulevard in Glen Burnie, Maryland. Also, you can reach us on the web at www.gpwm.org. Thanks again for watching.
A place where